Exclusive games sell consoles, and truth be told, a lot of them are masterpieces. However, one has to wonder, why isn't Valve making a Steam Deck exclusive? Who would want a Steam Deck exclusive? And technically, aren't PC-only games Steam Deck exclusives? Halo, God of War, Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, Gears of War, Uncharted. Those are some of the biggest exclusives on the planet. Of course, in these unprecedented times, this paradigm has shifted, but good luck playing Halo on Nintendo Switch. Microsoft, for years now, have been publishing their first-party games on PC and Xbox simultaneously. And now it seems Sony is starting to bring their first-party titles to PC. Starting from a few years back, they published Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, and now we're getting God of War in January. And then sometime later, we will be getting Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy. The only console manufacturer that is yet to publish their exclusives on PC is Nintendo. If Nintendo actually brought a first-party title to PC, the internet would explode. But enough about other companies, let's talk about Valve. So let me get this out of the way. Technically speaking, Valve does make exclusives, just not Steam Deck exclusives. They make Steam exclusive titles. Basically every game Valve has made is Steam exclusive. I mean, they own the platform. That said, you might be bewildered to find out that Valve has no real interest in making a Steam Deck exclusive title. Why is that?
And the answer to that is no, that doesn't really make much sense to us. It's a PC and we just think that it should just play games like a PC does. Yep.
Creating Steam Deck exclusive titles would be a slippery slope. Of course, this won't stop you from making Steam Deck optimized versions of games.
PC games can be quite hefty. How will that work on the deck? Well, if your game depots are full of high-resolution textures, audio, or movies, you may want to consider configuring depots with lower resolution versions specific to the Steam Deck. You'd upload that content through SteamPipe just like you would for any other depot, but then you'd mark it as Steam Deck only on the partner site. Doing this will help customers download your games faster, take up less space on their device, and have better in-game performance.
Valve has essentially given devs the opportunity and the ability to make Steam Deck optimized versions of their PC games. There's two things to keep in mind. There's an API that can detect if you're running games on a Steam Deck or not, and Valve has opened up a Steam Deck depot for devs to publish their Steam Deck versions of games. All in all, Valve is aiming for the console experience without any of the caveats of a regular console. And truth be told, this cuts down on the intimidation factor of PC gaming. This intimidation factor is part of why the Steam Machine initiative failed. Of course, it's not to say that devs won't try to do something special for Steam Deck users. While there aren't any games that have officially confirmed that they'll do something special for Steam Deck users, there is one game that is highly speculated to give the Steam Deck user a little extra something something. It's a little-known game called Destiny 2. Bungie and Valve have a pretty tight relationship, and as such, Destiny 2 tends to be one of the top 10 games on Steam, and usually when a new expansion comes out, it's usually the top 1 game. In-game, you can adorn your character with things called emblems. They're essentially special icons. And when people look at your profile, they'll know what you've accomplished just at a glance, especially if the icon is rare. Like the Flawless Empyrean emblem. You get this emblem from going flawless, 7 wins in a row in one of the sweatiest game modes of all time. And I did this before they separated flawless players into their own pool. Not bad for a tech YouTuber, huh? So why am I talking about Destiny 2? Destiny 2 is borked in Proton and obviously doesn't work under Proton. But there is a little something that suggests that Destiny 2 will be compatible with the Steam Deck, and also the Steam Deck players will get a little extra bonus. It's this little thing here, this little emblem. It's called Portable Power. It was actually added during the season of the Splicer. In-game it tells you get it through a special offer. The question remains what this special offer is. However, the emblem seems to point towards a possible Steam Deck optimization, a Steam Deck version of the game, so to speak. How do I know this? Well, I don't know this, but there is evidence that backs this up. For starters, BattleEye games are starting to roll out support for Proton. Some reports suggest that it's a switch that developers flip themselves. However, in this blog post by Valve themselves, it seems that devs don't even have to flip that switch themselves. They can just email BattleEye support. Coincidentally, this season Bungie has switched to BattleEye anti-cheat. Also, the name of the emblem, Portable Power. What could that mean? It doesn't sound like anything particularly important in the Destiny lore. I mean, technically all of your powers and weapons are portable, so that doesn't make any sense. Also, the emblem itself, it kind of looks like an atom. And an atom is comprised of 3 subatomic particles, primarily speaking, one of them being a proton. And what is the name of Valve's compatibility layer that lets you play Windows games on Linux? Proton. See where I'm going with this? Okay, I kind of went off on a tangent there, but the point I'm trying to make is that while devs aren't going to make Steam Deck exclusive games, some games will give Steam Deck users exclusive goodies. And assuming Bungie made the Portable Power emblem for the Steam Deck, it would entice Steam Deck players to try out Destiny 2. I mean, the game is free to play after all. So if that's not what the special offer is, then honestly, Bungie should just change course now and make that the special offer. So there is one more thing I want to talk about, and that is the possibility of devs possibly locking out the Steam Deck from playing their games. You might be asking, why would anyone do this? Well, that was a good question when Nvidia GeForce Now first came out and let you play whatever games you owned on Steam. Clearly that isn't the case anymore. A lot of developers and publishers have pulled out of GeForce Now. And interestingly enough, if you do GeForce Now on an Xbox console, the only game on that service that you cannot stream on an Xbox, and only an Xbox, is Death Stranding. I'm not certain as to why that is, but if I had to guess, Sony is behind this. While it's apparent to us, you and I, that the Steam Deck is basically just a portable PC, some publishers may not see it that way. Some greedy publishers may see this as a new platform that you need to spend another $60 to play their game on. There are some concerns with this. I have a developer friend who's worried that major developers will make use of the Steam Deck API to make some sort of makeshift DRM. Their worry is that they can just make the Steam Deck API recognize that you're playing on a Steam Deck and then decide to just not run the game, intentionally as well. I have a strong suspicion that Valve won't let any sort of behavior like that fly because, simply put, it goes against the entire Steam Deck ethos.
Could Valve be interested in having Steam Deck exclusives? I'm reading this as, would you ever want a developer to make a game that only works on Steam Deck? And the answer to that is no, that doesn't really make much sense to us. It's a PC and we just think that it should just play games like a PC does.
Yep.
And I mean, Valve said to themselves, they don't believe in Steam Deck exclusives. So I doubt that Valve would let them do this. I guarantee you there's gonna be at least 1 or 2 slimy AAA developers trying to pull this crap off. You should get your pitchforks ready in case they do this.